back to Radio City Music Hall in Manhattan, the site of Thursday night's MTV Video Music Awards show.
We've already told you about most of the performers on Thursday night's award show, and we've interviewed a few of them too. But also playing the awards will be Bon Jovi, who are highly seasoned road warriors by now. I caught up with Bon Jovi's tour in Detroit recently to see how they handle the ongoing rigors of touring and to take a very candid look back at their hair band days.
Hi. I'm Tabitha.
Hi, Tabitha.
I'm writing some coffee.
I love you. I'm in.
He loves me already.
Coffee, I'm easy. Nice view. That's Canada.
I know, I just found that out.
There's Windsor, Canada. We went over last night and they stopped us. And then we came back last night and the guy opened up the van and he points right at me and goes, "Where were you born?" For a minute I had to think about it.
What did
Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Okay.
So you travel pretty light? You have no big trunk or anything?
This is it. I travel very light. 2 pairs of jeans, a couple shirts.
What do the rest of the guys have? If you're the lightest traveler.
At least twice what I carry. I carry nothing. Yeah, all those guys, I don't know what they got in these bags, but I don't understand what you need on the road.
But that's a pretty adventurous, heavy book in there. You'd think you'd be like carrying the paperbacks if you were worried
about... I don't want to talk about my luggage anymore. Guys, let's go. Let's go see Detroit.
So these are my wheels.
You got your dad's car?
Big red car. Gonna take you for a little ride. We don't know where we're going, but, I'll be sure.
That's life on the road.
What was it like touring Europe? Because I was over in England, and apparently you guys were selling out like crazy.
Europe, this tour was pretty great.
What about you guys opening for the Rolling Stones? What was that like?
Big thrill. When I took my son Jesse, who was only 6 months old, guys, I got to be like a fan and, take a picture with the Stones and Jesse here, and Keith says, wait. He runs back in and he grabs a pick and he gets in Jesse's face and he says, "Here, boy, suck on this and write some hits." And I'm thinking, this is the coolest thing ever. And Jesse looks at him and goes, "Wow."
Do you know what time it is? You got a watch on?
Yeah, it's after 2.
So you have sound check at 4? We should go. I'll be back to see you at 4. We'll go to sound check.
I'll see you then.
Thanks. Someone told me a funny story about Green Day. I guess they played with you guys at a Z100 benefit at Madison Square Garden or something, and you guys went out and played an acoustic set, and the crowd responded overwhelmingly, and then Green Day had to follow you guys up, and they went and trashed their dressing room afterwards. They were so pissed. They're like, "Don't ever make us follow them again."
You can't do that to a band like us. You're silly to try to think that because you're got one record out and blah, blah, blah. It's a funny thing. We did it for Z100 because the station has always been very good to us. We were put on a bill with all these other bands, and they said, well, you want to close, and we got a problem because these guys want to close. And we went, no problem. Have a nice day. And we just did what we did. But at the end of the day, we're the only ones that have ever played the Garden a lot. We've sold out the Garden 5 times, so none of those bands have ever done that before, and that's a part of the experience. The angst that those guys are talking about is not where we're coming from.
Right.
And so it would all be a put-on, to grow a goatee and, do that kind of thing. I think there's some great stuff that came out of it. I think it was incredibly healthy for the music business to have Nirvana and Soundgarden and Pearl Jam come into play, because a lot of what was happening was really second-rate versions of great rock bands. We gotta get out of here. If it's the last thing we ever do.
So I understand what all the instruments are doing on the stage, but what is this?
This is a bar. We wanted to have like a bar atmosphere. So we put a small bar up and everybody came up and really loved it.
So how do you decide who sits up here with you? Who are the lucky chosen people?
We get radio contest winners.
And do they actually get to drink alcohol if they're old enough?
Yes, if they're old enough.
They're coming in.
They're filing in. It's time to run away. Run away.
Is there anything about the 80s that you could redo that you would change?
Not one thing.
Not one thing?
Nope.
Come on, some of those mall rat clothes.
Big hairdos.
Yeah,
it was the times. I mean, you know, you look back and
I'm
you go,
a former small rat fashion victim
oh, yeah.
myself.
I mean, you look back and you go, geez. But, big hair's kind of funny. I look back at those pictures, I laugh. The best thing about music, if you're a musician and you're a listener, is to actually be there when a musician gets off. It's almost like sex. I mean, when a musician like really does something creatively brilliant, and you're there to watch it, and it came out of this combustion and all this stuff, is like that's where I try to get to every night when I play emotionally.
When's the last time that happened?
I usually get there at least once or twice a night.
Will you give me a little cue when that happens? So
I hope everybody can see it. I always go inward, I think, instead of... I'm not the guy that's like waving my arms and
But you
going...
probably make those funny faces.
Oh yeah, I do. I make those sex faces. Yeah, absolutely. I always, my mother's always going, "What do you mean I'm faces?" Well, I can't help it.
Thanks. Have a good show.
Okay.
So how do you feel about the show? To start with.
I'm happy.
How can you tell when a show is working?
You just know. You just know.
In 1991, I remember you guys getting the Lifetime Achievement Video Award. Can you describe how you were feeling? I mean...
It was a terrible feeling. I fired our manager that night. I didn't speak to the band prior to it. We sat in different rooms at the awards. I knew in my heart that they were giving us that award for ratings and not because of any other reason. We'd been in the business for 7 years and they're giving me a Lifetime Achievement Award.
But I'm assuming that night was one part of a larger picture.
From the burnout of the Slippery era, Slippery, that amazing tour that took us to heights beyond, that's that 1 in a million. Instead of sitting home and going, this is great, let's take a year, enjoy this, write some songs, go to the beach, we just went, wow, this is like junk, you know, I need more. And ran in and did Jersey. And in retrospect, it was too quick. So by the time that tour was over, it was 2 albums, 200-plus show tours, and burnout.
Well, thank you very much for spending the day with us.
Thank you.
I'm exhausted, but I had a really good time.
Welcome to life on the road. Try this 240 times.
No thanks. The tour continues for Bon Jovi, playing Miami on Friday and Tampa on Saturday. John Bon Jovi makes his big screen starring debut in the movie Moonlight and Valentino, opening at the end of the month. He's gotten terrific reviews as a house painter who romances a widow played by Elizabeth Perkins.
Okay, nephew is coming to us live all the way from across town. Bon freaking Jovi!
the blue.